Hey guys, so welcome back. As you might have known, in my last video, I had a contest. And Totally Frosty TD officially won. And so, due to their recommendation, my next video will now be Top 10 Underrated Total Drama Characters. And I want everyone to keep in mind that I'm not necessarily rating my favorite of the underrated characters, just the people who I feel deserve more credit. Alright, first up is Zoe at number 10. So, I know that she kind of is a popular character and has gotten far, but a lot of people don't seem to like her for some reason, which is why she's on this list, but she's also very low because she is still a pretty popular character, but she won in some countries. She gets along with everybody, so she deserves more credit, and I don't get why some people don't really like her. So that's why I feel she is slightly underrated. At number 9 is my boy Tyler. So I feel he should be on this list because he is a character that's not really on the show that much, so he's often forgotten about. But at the same time, he's one of the few characters that keeps you laughing most of the time. I mean, he's goofy, kind, fun, entertaining, like almost all positive qualities. Yet some people still start to forget about him slightly. And he even says himself,
I don't get it. I'm the least talked about contestant on all the fan blogs.
And I personally really love Tyler, which is why I feel he is underrated and deserves a spot on this list. For number 8, I have Sammy, or Sammy, whatever you want to call her. So I know a lot of people think that Amy is underrated, but honestly, I don't think Sammy has the credit that she deserves. I mean, you almost never hear anyone say that Sammy is their favorite total drama character when she's done a lot of remarkable stuff that should be remembered. I mean, she was able to convince everyone, including the host, into thinking they voted her off when she really just made a switcheroo. And for a few episodes, she was still able to convince people that she was Amy, except for her close friends who already knew. I mean, Jasmine is the only person who truly saw Sammy for what she was truly worthy of. She was good in competitions, and she was smart, fun, and got along with everyone. So I think that she deserves more credit. Next on my list is Brick. So he only competed in one season, which I guess is a reason he might be a bit forgettable. But he is also one of the best characters out there. I mean, he sticks up for everyone. He knows not to leave a man behind. I mean, he even risked his team getting elimination so he could save the other team from getting trapped forever. Like, he's one of the best characters out there, and people still don't really notice him for some reason. So I think he's underrated. Next up is Dawn. Now, she isn't necessarily underrated audience-wise. I'm more saying that she's underrated show-wise, because she could have had so much more character development and a bunch of stuff, but the show has only had her for a few episodes, and I think that she should be in the show more, because she is a wonderful character and a lot of people like her, so I feel that the show itself underrates her, and I think that Total Drama should give her more credit and allow her to be there more and have herself be more developed and out there. For number 5, I have Katie. So lots of people just either hate or not notice Katie and Sadie because one, they're only in the first season, And 2, I guess they just talk a lot about each other, but I really like the concept of having 2 best friends on the show together. And Katie did a really good job with some of the challenges. I mean, during the dodgeball contest, she was one of the best players on her team, in my opinion. So just because someone isn't always there doesn't mean they should be forgotten about. And that's why she takes the number 5 spot on this list. Alright, I have Sadie at number 4, and she's on this list basically for the same reasons as Katie, but I have her a bit higher just because everyone favors Katie more all the time. And I just wonder why. Because they're both the same. In fact, Sadie lasted longer. So I think Sadie deserves a bit more credit than we give her. So that is why she is higher than Katie. My number 3 spot goes to Don. And this is because he's the host that deserves to be more appreciated, because he actually cared a lot about his contestants and would say stuff like he was happy to have them on the show, and with the examples on how to do each of the challenges, he wouldn't like get some interns to do it and hurt themselves like Chris. He was actually a fun, caring person and would kind of show it himself, and was a bit more enthused than Chris, because Chris was only enthused about basically the contestants hurting themselves, when Don honestly cared about the rest of the cast. So I think that he deserves more appreciation. My second most underrated character goes to Topher. And this might be a little odd for some of you because you don't usually see him in an underrated list, but I just feel that the audience takes him the wrong way. People tend to relate him to Sierra when honestly all they have in common is being fans of the show and fans of Chris. So people start to find him annoying. But him and Sierra have a lot of differences, because Sierra's just flat out annoying. Sorry to Sierra fans, but she literally takes Cody's shoes and stuff and smells them and massages him, when all Topher does is just try to convince Chris to do stuff and be better. And Topher can actually be kind of entertaining, because with Sierra, you just want to be like, shut up. But with Topher, you just kind of get a laugh out of it, just like, wow. So, like I said, he can be kind of entertaining. And honestly, he's really cute. So I think he's kind of underrated and taken the wrong way. Finally, the number 1 most underrated character, in my opinion, is B. And he's probably underrated mainly because he never talks and is only in a few episodes. But in the episodes he's in, he's a really awesome character. He's smart, comes up with creative and cool ideas, which almost no one else can do. And he's just one of the characters that you look at and you're just like, how did he do that? So I think he's really cool and deserves more credit, both show-wise and audience-wise. So Total Drama, bring B back and show what else he can do. And audience, help appreciate this character more. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. My next will be Total Drama Rip It or Ship It. So I'm going to have a link in the comment section below that you can follow to determine a character that you want me to add in the bucket to participate in the Rip It or Ship It list. And once I get 15 to 20 different responses, I will make the video. Thank you.